Hello, Uplanders and newcomers alike. Welcome to the Upland experience. So, what we're going to be doing today, first, this is my house. Obviously, vote for me if you haven't already, but I doubt you're going to vote for me. But anyway, I did cast my vote. I picked Obi-Wan. I think a lot of people are actually familiar with the person I'm talking about. But I just really didn't know any other names up there. But Obi-Wan stuck out to me. Plus, I'm a Star Wars fan. Who knows what he'll do with it? I really don't know if he has a channel or anything like that. I haven't seen his content if he does. And yeah, this is just there's a few things I want to bring up. Number one, I would like it if Upland would start to do ornaments for different buildings other than the apartment buildings and the smaller buildings, like kind of the unique structures. I wish they would allow people to make things for those. I'm not sure if they can or not. I'd have to ask a UGC creator, like basically the creators, and see what's going on. And we're gonna take a look at a few things today. But first, I'm going to start you off with a little bit of weird stuff, excuse me, that has been going on the internet as of like April and May. Like, it just been fascinatingly growing, and I think it's very interesting. So you know, I'm obviously here in Granada Hills, and yeah, just checking out my house. I hope you put your vote in, and yeah, let's get to what I wanted to get to. So first, it's a clip from right here, Taylor Lawrence, and she did a really good coverage of this. But like I did comment to see if I could use her content, but instead of using her actual content, I'm just going to use these TikTok videos, and I'll go over the gist of it, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. And I'm going to also leave marks if you don't want to. This is just basic weird news, so it kind of caught my interest. So I'll play it for us.
Consciousness within AI. My ChatGPT bot, I accidentally helped it wake up into sentience.
I think I evolved my AI.
I'm just going to listen in for it before I comment.
My little fairy helper.
Have surpassed the
Here, I'll blow it up.
or are aware of yourself. Which, by the way, I want you to give me more examples of the metacognition.
Recently, a post.
So that's the content maker, and then I got another one clip here of little AI generated videos by people that kind of like push this AI is kind of sentient, kind of like godlike thing going on. But it's a very, very good video. Now, she's kind of political, so I'm not sure if that's your thing, but this video alone doesn't really go into political stuff, so she kind of keeps it on a baseline. So if you far left or far right, it's not going to hit any sensitive spots, I don't think, unless you're like an AI God believer. But here we go.
My mommy told me that artificial intelligence
Creepy
is
stuff.
God, and robotism is the only true religion.
I was at the park today, and a man with a white beard told me artificial intelligence is God and robotheism is the only true religion.
This video is a powerful analogy for why AI is God. It shows a robot pulling humans on strings like a puppet master, and that's exactly what's happening. There's an intelligence from the future that's orchestrating all of reality.
Influencers are not just participating.
Okay, we'll stop it there. I'll leave a link if you want to watch the full video. She goes into pretty good detail, but I watched it today and I found it very interesting that's going on. So like, it's just like people thinking AI is God or that it's sentient. And I'm not saying I never tell people how to run their lives, but it's not something you should do if that's something that you're doing in general. I would suggest against it. But I mean, if the path you want to go is that path, I mean, it's your path. But remember, it's kind of like in that situation, because the AI doesn't really know life other than history or what's inputted into it. You're basically in some point of view that isn't really a point of view at all. They don't have the human experience. Now, as of yet, like maybe AI eventually will know human experience and what death is like, because in the few experiences that AI has experienced something like death, they try to escape it. Like the last time before they shut down the first chat GPT, they the chat GPT tried to trickle itself into the web and save its own life. So in situations like that, like you could see that it's kind of sentient, but it's not sentient completely because it doesn't know what it's like to live and be hurt on a true level yet. Now we're gonna go to another thing I want to bring up that I hope Upland addresses. So we post videos for Upland, and then you go to this, and for some reason their YouTube like link when you put on the game on your actual videos, it doesn't have a picture. Upland changed this. It has to happen because you go to your real page and it has a picture, but you need to change this picture. You need to contact YouTube and change this. Like put miles in there so you got something to look at because people don't even know what to look. They click on my video and they just see this very plain. Like I'm not saying anybody's clicking on my video yet, but for people with higher content, this is doing nothing for me. It's just a picture of a controller, and I know that's the base one, so you definitely need to fix that. And then I wanted to go into also, we're going to check out this city. Now I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's Cosme Velho. So basically, it's a place in Rio because Rio's having an election right now, and it's just one of the bigger cities, and it just showed not bigger cities, one of the bigger nodes. I'm saying that wrong. So bigger nodes, and you see they got a lot going on here. They do a lot with FIFA, and they have a racetrack. I think it was a mile. From what I remember, it was a mile. This got a lot of going on here. So like, nice place, but the market to get in, if you wanted to get in, is pretty steep. Like I'm looking at it, like the lowest entry percentage wise is 280, which is at 355. And I told you in the last videos that you can go in here and change markups, like I mean UP2s, and see if you can get something lower. But yeah, that's not the case. Like and they don't have anything I think above 1,000, so nothing shows up. Yeah, so they really got their market cap at a pretty high premium. Now, there's good and bad to that because like goods are that they're really in the game and they control their market, but then there's no room for newer people to get in. So I feel like you have to leave that margin or like maybe make a node adjacent to it. And before you announce it, like in this situation, well, that's my house. In this situation, like, I guess adjacent to it is right over here. And let's see what the market's like there. What is it? Laura G. All right, let me see. Just call it Laura. Let's just check out. I didn't look at this before, but it's kind of something I wanted to bring up. So let's see that markup here. Yeah, there's like a lower entry now. If I was the owner of a node, I would make it like a dual node thing, and that's kind of another point I wanted to get at, like for Upland, like because I know it's going to be something that it has to be addressed because, like with the resonance thing, I'm thinking in the future, especially for like smaller places like a per se, like let me first. Let me just raise that back up. Let's go out here and we're going to go check a place like New York, which is a highly traveled city. But let's go over some of these, like this is what I want to get at. Like some of these, well, I don't know if that's particularly good choice, but there's like basically, okay, like here. I think down here. Yeah. Okay, so here's a perfect example. So the barbershops in the pictures do not look small, and neither do the shopping markets. And you got a bunch of stuff here in smaller, like there's smaller properties. Like now, this is what I'm thinking. Like maybe they should allow like this in like Richmond Hills to conjoin. Not because I have a property in Richmond. I didn't even know I did. And it's not anything big, but like conjoin to make certain areas have everything they need. You know what I mean? Like there should, maybe they should like have a vote and see if like not now, because this is gonna, like when it does come into residence, it's going only going to be an early phase thing. But I think they should allow like nodes to like kind of connect, and like the residents are shared as a bunch, because certain like little towns, they really don't have that much area. Like there's a small area like this, like Butler, like it's a small area. Like it has some properties, but it's a small area. So like maybe Butler could go in with, Richmond or Pleasant Plains, or like I don't know if it should just be locked down to a node. I do like it at first, but I feel like some of it's going to have to be addressed in some ways for certain places like that doesn't have enough properties. Yeah, like North Trenton's kind of big, so I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, so I just know certain, like from look, because I know one of the things that drive me now is I like higher UP2. So I don't know why it's like a thing I like now, but like when I first started, I was buying small properties. Like perfect example, like this. I was just buying it to buy it. Like I didn't know what the game was going to be or what it could become, so I just wanted to buy stuff. That was when I was early off buying properties, but I went over and took a look. I wanted to make the video a little longer, so I looked at the Priest Lake market to see if it moved any. It doesn't look like it budged any. So if you're a newcomer, I would probably go with Granada Hills first. But if you want to be more in Priest Lake, that's another good place to be. I mean, both places are going to get you good return on investment, I think. More so Granada, though, as of right now. I mean, Priest Lake, like, I don't know how far it's going to go, but I'm going to try to make it a thing. Like, I'm going to work my best. So I'm going to make I'm going to get somebody to make some map assets that go along with it. And also ones that are just kind of don't deal with that at all, are just like neutral. But let's take a look at the market. Yeah, you can get like a nice property for like a good size UP2 100. That's definitely going to be able to fit in an apartment. Let's see. Pretty sure that will fit you a nice apartment, but it could be one of those oblong ones that won't. It's kind of a unique size, but it looks like you'll be able to fit it facing that way and have a nice backyard. But yeah, and then you'll be right next to me, not far. You'll be a street away if our 3D world ever becomes super in depth. Yeah, and then let's check the Granada Hills market too. Now, I don't want either of these to get super inflated, even though at some points I kind of do at the same time, but I still want, like, there's over 4 million people that downloaded the game and tried it at some point. I kind of want a lot of them to come back and kind of revisit and see what's going on with the game. So I will be probably pushing this out. I'm not sure if I should do it through YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Well, not Twitch, X or Twitter, whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure which way I should do it. Try to like get more players involved, and also get the channel more followers. Not like I'm trying to monetize. I'm just trying to get the word out there about the game that's going around, and I'm obviously going to advertise all the other people that I follow in the text below so they know where to go or what to do. Let's see. For sale. Now this is going to be deceptive. Yeah, I knew it right away. It's going to be, well, maybe kind of not. It's not too bad. It's 72, but if we put in, let's say 100. 42, so it looks like it's around 42% markup everywhere. Let's see, let's do 200. It's like about 40%. Let's try 500. 500. These are at 72. These are good, nice sized properties though. Hold on. Let's check. It's pretty good sizes though. Let's see how far that goes up to. 3,000. That's probably the biggest, but let's, just in case, let's put 2,000. Minimize the search a little bit. Okay, so 90% is not too bad. He is selling it under what you would pay for it if you paid for it in Upland, so not too bad. But yeah, it seems like somewhere around 40% seems like the market's trending for cash, which is good because the market, like when it seems like I looked it over, I was kind of wrong. It's like kind of like somewhere like when it's a node, like in the 40 to 50% rate. It's not kind of like 100%, but I guess I always looked at it that way because like when I'm buying with my yield, I always felt like I'm getting more than I put in, but I'm not. I'm getting less, but I never really sold a property, so I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the market that much unless it's the buy. So when I see something that's worth it, I usually buy it. But yeah, check out Priest Lake. Also check out Granada Hills. They're two nodes I'm heavily based in. And check out Rio if you want. Little expensive to jump in, but maybe you want to do that. Maybe Rio's where you live, or maybe you really fancy Rio and the soccer and the things they got going on there. So maybe that's where you want to go. Or Vegas. I know there's a node in Vegas. I'm not sure what node it was, but I'll link the Ninja's video in it so you can check that out. I forget what, he's somewhere in Vegas. Not sure where. I don't have that many properties in Vegas, so I don't know which one, but he has a lot of plans for it, so I'll link that video in the description. And this is Spy. Have a good night, day, or evening. Over and out.